Did you know that May 29th is National Put a Pillow on Your Fridge Day? That's right, you heard it correctly. This unusual celebration is observed in Europe and the United States, and it's all about bringing luck and wealth to the household. The tradition dates back to the early 20th century when families would place a piece of cloth from their bedroom, often from a blanket or nightgown, into their larder. It was thought this would bring plentiful food and prosperity to the household. Fast forward to the 21st century, and the larder has been replaced by the refrigerator. So it's now a pillow that's placed on top, symbolizing the modern version of this old tradition. And who doesn't need a little extra luck and wealth in their lives? Plus, it's a fun and quirky way to break the monotony of everyday life. But speaking of unusual, let's hop over to Canada. The Canadian government themselves aren't exactly sure when Canada became a sovereign state. Yes, you heard that right. The Supreme Court of Canada ruled that sovereignty occurred sometime between the years 1919 and 1931. That's a 12-year window of uncertainty. It's related to the process of patriation, the political process that led to Canadian sovereignty, culminating with the Constitution Act of 1982. But the precise moment when Canada became fully independent is a matter of interpretation. So the next time you're feeling unsure about something, remember that even governments sometimes aren't sure. And if you're feeling a bit down on your luck, why not try the National Put a Pillow on Your Fridge Day tradition? After all, a little extra luck and wealth never hurt anyone, and who knows, you might just find it works for you. Ever wondered how grapefruit and your medication don't mix? Well, it turns out that this little citrus fruit is quite the medical marvel. Eating grapefruit or even drinking its juice can affect the way your body metabolizes certain drugs. This is because grapefruit contains compounds known as furanocoumarins, which can interfere with the enzymes in your body that break down and eliminate medication. When these enzymes are inhibited, more of the drug can get absorbed into your bloodstream. This can increase the potency of your medication, potentially leading to an overdose. The list of drugs affected by grapefruit includes 43 different kinds, ranging from certain types of cholesterol-lowering statins, to blood pressure medication, to immune system suppressants. So while grapefruit is packed with vitamin C and is a healthy choice in general, it might not pair well with your medicine cabinet. It's always a good idea to check with your doctor or pharmacist before adding grapefruit to your diet if you're taking medication. Now let's time travel back to the age of the dinosaurs, where digestion was a bit more rocky. Yes, you heard that right. Dinosaurs used to swallow large rocks, a practice known as gastroliths. These rocks would stay in their stomach and help grind up tough plant matter, functioning like a prehistoric food processor. The rocks would tumble around in the dinosaur's belly, smashing against the food and breaking it down into smaller, more digestible pieces. This was especially helpful for long-necked dinosaurs like Diplodocus or Apatosaurus, who swallowed plant matter whole. Over time, the rocks would become smooth and polished from all the grinding, and the dinosaur would regurgitate them or pass them out, then swallow new rough rocks. So whether it's the unexpected interaction between a grapefruit and your medication, or the ancient practice of dinosaurs swallowing rocks for better digestion, the relationship between food and medicine is full of surprises. Remember, the next time you reach for a grapefruit or spot a large stone, they both have a fascinating history. So remember to check with your doctor before you start a grapefruit diet. Ever heard of a place where it is illegal to die? Well, it might sound like a dystopian novel, but in reality, it's just another day in Svalbard. Svalbard is a remote Norwegian island with a rather peculiar law. It is in fact illegal to die there. This is due to the permafrost conditions that make it impossible to bury bodies traditionally. The bodies don't decompose and there's a risk of spreading diseases. So if you're feeling a bit under the weather, you might want to consider a quick trip off the island. Now, let's transition from the icy landscapes of Svalbard to the sunny plains of the Oklahoma Panhandle. There's a town nestled in there with a name that's sure to raise a few eyebrows. Hooker. Yep, you heard that right. But before your imagination runs wild, let's clarify that its slogan is, "It's a location, not a vocation." The town was named after a Civil War veteran, John Hooker Threlkeld, and it has embraced its unique name with a good sense of humor. While we're on the topic of unusual places, did you know that Japan is currently facing a ninja shortage? Yes, the land of the rising sun, famous for its samurai and ninja warriors, is struggling to keep this tradition alive. There's a high demand for ninja shows, but with the tradition dwindling, companies are having a hard time finding properly trained ninjas. Back in North America, let's take a quick detour to New Jersey, which had a whirlwind week in early 2002, with 4 different governors in just 8 days. The shortest term among them was served by John Farmer Jr. for a mere 90 minutes. Talk about a brief stint in office. So, whether it's a place where you can't die, a town with a suggestive name, a country running out of ninjas, or a state with a revolving door of leaders, the world is full of strange laws and places. So if you're planning to move, maybe give Svalbard a miss unless you plan to live forever. Did you know that the creator of Mad Max is also the creator of Happy Feet? Yes, you heard it right. George Miller, the mind behind the post-apocalyptic action thriller, is also responsible for the heartwarming penguin tap-dancing extravaganza. It's a testament to the breadth of creativity, isn't it? Now let's change gears a bit. Have you ever wondered why your doctor might be so good at video games? Well, it turns out there's a correlation between gaming and surgical prowess. Studies have shown that surgeons who spend at least 3 hours a week playing video games perform their procedures 27% faster and make 37% fewer errors than their non-gaming counterparts. It seems that the hand-eye coordination and quick decision-making skills honed in the virtual world can translate to real-world benefits in the operating room. So next time you see a surgeon on a gaming console, remember they might just be honing their skills.